Okay, great evening, everyone. Well, I just opened and saw some news that we haven't heard reported yet about Trump. This is from India. Okay, and I'll just go ahead and read this and then give you what I got from the reading. It says the Trump administration has told a federal court that its decision to revoke work permits to H-4 visa users, a significant majority of whom are Indian Americans, is expected within the next 3 months, a move which will have major impact on Indian women as they are the major beneficiary of the Obama-era rule. The H-4 visas are issued by the U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Service to immediate family members, spouse and children under 21 years of age of the holders of H-1B visas, the most sought after among Indian IT professionals. The Department of Homeland Security, in its latest court filing on Friday, told the U.S. District Court in District of Columbia that it was making a solid and swift progress in proposing to remove from its regulations on certain H-4 spouses of H-1B non-immigrants as a class of aliens eligible for employment authorization. The DHS said the new rule would be submitted to the Office of Management of Budget within 3 months. Till then, the department urged the court to keep in abeyance its decision on a lawsuit filed by Save Jobs USA, representing a group of U.S. workers who claim that their jobs have been hit by such a policy of the government that was promulgated during the previous Obama administration. The Trump administration is currently reviewing the H-1B visa policy that it thinks is being misused by the companies to replace American workers. Okay. The administration has said publicly and also in its court filing that it wants to revoke work permits to H-4 visa holders, a significant majority of whom are Indian Americans and women. This is for the third time that the Department of Homeland has informed the court about the delay in issue of notice of proposed rulemaking. So yet again, Trump is on the warpath against women and children of color. Oh, what a surprise. Okay, but what I got from this, I did a real quick reading, is that, this is something that he's got strife with. He's, again, he's not happy with, but he's gaining strength with this. And again, against women and children, mostly. Going into it, he's kind of been hung up with this stuff, been hung up with it, and he is not happy. And the people, there are not going to be happy. Okay, and then I got the fortune card, which it is, sometimes I use it as an end to that reading part. So, and I got it a second time, so we're only doing a short run with it. Underneath of it, this is something he's been fighting for a while. Above it, he's coming out gangbusters on this. He's coming out gangbusters on it. And then on the other side, it looks like he may be going to win on this one to some degree. Again, it's a position he's been defending, okay? And basically some of the court is kind of turning a blind eye to what's going on. It's going to cause a lot of hardship, heartache for people, and he's going to be a self-satisfied jerk, okay? So unfortunately, in this case, it looks like he may get some traction with this one. So we will have to watch and see what happens, but this is not something I've seen in the news that they've been reporting on. I only got wind of it through the Deccan Herald, which I get information on because I like to keep up with the Nityananda court case when they put out various things on that, when I'm not having to look up court documents. Which again, his next court date is coming up on the 27th. I never did get a thing from the court. I looked it up, but it just says pending. Okay, that it's that case was to see whether they were going to uphold this non-bailable warrant they had for Nityananda because he didn't show up in court yet again. So I never did get the ruling on that. We'll see what happens on the 27th. So I will leave that there. But this one, the cards, it is not looking so good for those visa holders. It looks like this one, that Trump is trying to snake it through the back door and people are not hearing about it. And it looks like he may be getting some traction on this. So we will wait and see what we will see. We'll do another reading a little later and see if things shift. But at this point in time, the way it's going forward, looks like he may, in fact, get some traction. And unfortunately, bad news for some of the women and children of those that have come over here to work in the IT industry. So, thank you for tuning in. I'll see you online. Aho.